Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
How's the UK been?
Good, man. Good. We did Ireland and UK. We've been here for a couple weeks now, I think. Coming up on 2 weeks.
I guess the British weather hasn't been too bad.
No, we didn't have our first rain till Manchester yesterday.
That's not bad going, actually.
Yeah, 2 weeks with no rain. It was sunny in Ireland.
Wow.
It always normally is rainy there. So.
You picked the right time here to come by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
I mean, Manchester is kind of, you're probably going to get rained on. But...
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's start at the start. What was the first music you ever remember hearing when you were a kid growing up?
When I was a kid, what was on the radio was disco. Because I was a 70s kid, and that's what was playing. But then I heard Kiss, and I got into rock and roll at a very young age, and Kiss was like the band I heard first. That was rock, pretty much.
Yeah.
And when you're a kid and you look at the front cover of like Destroyer or something, like, oh, whoa, the makeup and all that shit. So it really got my eye, and then I got into like Sabbath and stuff like that, and kind of just went from there.
Did you ever have a glam phase or?
I like some New York Dolls and stuff like that. If the Stooges had a glam phase like them, but I'm not, I appreciate Bowie, but I'm not a big fan of Bowie. I mean, I like his stuff. He's undeniably he was innovative and great at what he did, and but not my favorite stuff. To be honest.
So who's got the best riffs? Who is the riff god in your eyes?
Oh man, I like Iommi. I like Greg Ginn, and stuff like that. I like the heavy players, heavy hitters. And innovative, and I think Iommi's tone is just wow.
I think it's the On Under the Sun at the end of Volume 4. Like that's.
Oh man, come on.
It's mind blowing.
Come on, great.
But yeah, I mean.
I like COC too. I grew up in the era. I was a kid around the crossover era, which was like '85. It was like when I was really hip. I'm buying records a lot, and I still have those records. I still collect them, and but yeah, man, like Animosity and stuff like that coming out. It was like, whoa, this is different, And Slayer, Rain in Blood came out, and I was like, oh, whoa, we just kept fucking turning the record over and listening to it, turning the record over and listening to it. We couldn't figure out why this music was so intense, I was just like, whoa. And it just took me back, and I still huge fan of music that's great like that.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, I mean, you've been in a lot of bands sort of since then, but have you got any of your own riffs that really stick out that you think, you know what, proud of that one? There's got to be a few deep cuts in there,
Well, the new Stöner record, I got some pretty tasty riffs on that. I think it's called Totally, his record. First song, Party March, is pretty ripping. But there's stuff all over the record. But there's stuff on the last Mondo record I'm pretty proud of. Stuff on the very first Mondo record. Stuff on some Dwarves records I did, and some Kaya stuff, Queen stuff. I mean, there's stuff I'm proud of on all the different stuff. I only like to put forth the stuff I think is good. I wouldn't never go like, hey guys, check out this riff, it's kind of mediocre. I try to put my best foot forward. I don't know if it's great or good for anybody else, but I always try to put my best foot forward of the stuff I think is good.
Yeah, well, if you like it, then
yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
I really like Evil Never Dies off the last Stöner album.
Yeah, man.
So
cool,
it's
cool.
a bit, it's kind of wacky and a bit different to the rest of the.
Well, Brant called me up because, hey man, you want to come down and jam and start a band during the lockdowns? And I was like, yeah, we lived close to each other, and I went, yeah, man. So I went over there, and he goes, I want to do a band that we go back to, like when we were kids, and write some riffs that like when we were kids, we didn't, like to simplify and break it down to like the simple shit. And that was a riff I had from when I was a kid.
Really?
And I remembered it, and I'd never done anything with it all these years. And I thought, like, well, I got this jam, dude. And Knievel was something that was influenced me when I was a kid. Like this guy who'd, like, set up these jumps and try to jump over things, and he'd beef, but he'd still get up and do another jump, like, 2 months later.
I think the lyrics are really funny in that song. Like, it's a good jam. It's a good jam. What's the vibe like in Stöner? Like, is it the same as all your other bands, or is it kind of its own thing between you and Ryan and Brant?
Well, with Brant, it's real comfortable playing with him. He was the first person I ever had a musical conversation with, as far as, like, in 1987, he asked me at school, like, hey, man, you want to come over to my house and jam? If he had an amplifier and a guitar, he had a drum set, you could go jam with somebody. So I was like, yeah, I got a guitar and a guitar. I'm going to come over to my house at school. So my mom dropped me off over there. And we started jamming, and I was like, whoa, this is rad. 'Cause I was in my room playing along with, like, whatever I could figure out at the time was, I could figure out Ramones songs and stuff like that. And the stuff I was really, really into, I couldn't figure out how to play along with yet. And so I went over there with some, like, a Misfits cover and a Damned cover and a Ramones cover, and we fucking rocked out. And I was like, dude, this is fucking amazing. Playing with somebody else in the room with another instrument was like, this is like,
So you guys have that chemistry then?
Yeah.
Because I think it's impressive that you've released 2 albums in a year.
Yeah.
Well,
we did 2 albums just now. When we recorded Totally, we did a second record that's mixed, and it's gonna come out. It's an EP, but we did 2 releases worth of material, and the EP is gonna come out, a few months after this release. So we did 2 already. So we'll have 3. And we're already talking about going in and doing another one. We have a friend who's got a studio who's like, come in and fucking record, man. We're like, oh, we might as well. And we got all these riffs and all these different parts and all these different songs that are coming out, and we're kind of like hot on playing right now. We had a year and a half off like everybody else with the lockdowns. It's like we just were writing music, so we're trying to record it all and get the shit out there, because this one's called Totally, but our EP is going to be called Boogie Down to Baja, which is I think it's like 6 songs.
Yeah.
And I got a song, Brant's got a song. We co-wrote some songs. We did some cool shit, and we had a jam or 2 on there, and we did a couple covers on there. We did a Motorhead song, which I thought would be fun to do. City Kids, which is rad, and so we had a good time with the EP as well, and a couple thrashers on there, fucking fast one.
I was gonna say, like, I saw
we'll play tonight.
I saw you guys at a Desert Fest, and there was a song. I guess it was off the new record, maybe. But I didn't recognise it. It had more of a punk rock feel than Stoner's Rule, which is very like.
It called It Ain't Free.
Yeah. Okay.
And we did for a Motorhead tribute record. They wanted us to pick a Motorhead song to cover, and so we chose Ramones. So we did that and we recorded that. It's supposed to be out for the Psycho Las Vegas Festival, and so it's on Psycho Records, I want to call it, Psycho Wax. It should be out by now. I don't know why it's not, but it should be coming out.
How has been working with Heavy Psych sounds like?
Oh man, Gabrielle's great to us. I've had nothing but a good experience with him. I've been putting out Mondo records with him, and some compilation stuff over the years, and stuff I sang on different bands. So he's been cool enough to put out some very rare, weird cuts of mine and stuff, and other people's, and good to Stoner. So
they have a really good social media presence, I think, because I'm in a band on the same label, and they've been great to us as well. I've got nothing but good words to say about them.
Yeah, so far so good. Gabrielle's been good to us, and I got Mondo coming over on a tour right after this one, so I'll be in Europe. I'll be here till July 3rd, and then I finally go home.
Good for you. Bet you look forward to that.
Yeah, man.
Is there anything you've not done in music that you'd like to in the next few years? Looking ahead.
Well, I've been staying busy, and I've been so busy that I haven't had a chance to really God, I wish I could do this. I mean, we just did the 2 records that'll be coming out, and I just did 2 records with the Dwarves in our lockdown time too. So I would like to do some Mondo stuff, but as far as working with other people, I haven't really had a chance to stop and go like, man, I wish I could work with, Jimmy Page or something like that. Never gonna happen. But
I would love to work with Jimmy Page.
Never gonna happen. But Jimmy, come on, man, you need a bass player, bro. We got this.
What's made you stay busy for all this time? Like what keeps you going?
It's the love of music,
Of course.
And I have so much. I have to keep moving, man. I had a hell of a time in the lockdowns because I was stuck. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta do something. So that's what keeps me going. Is just I love to play. I love to travel. I love to perform.
Yeah.
And lucky for me, it's my job, so to speak. And I got lucky there, and it was at the right age, I guess, where I got lucky, and we did something with our last with one of my old bands, so I'm able to continue to do it.
Of course.
So luckily.
No, the first time I met you very briefly about 5 years ago in Birmingham. You were on an acoustic tour. Would you ever do another one?
Oh yeah. I've been doing them for a while, and I do them when my bands. My bands all have kids. I kind of escaped the having kids. I don't know how. I've done lots of. I have no idea how that works, but somehow I don't have kids, and it's good because I kind of feel like I want to keep traveling.
Yeah.
And I think I'm kind of selfish in that way. I want to not be stuck at home. I think having a kid would keep me at home.
Final question: the new album artwork has got a pizza on it. So when you order pizza, what flavour do you get? Like, what's your favourite?
I like some pepperoni, some bell peppers, some mushroom.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
No.
No.
Not for me.
I personally disagree, but
yeah. I have a girl at home who's mad on the pepper. I mean on the pineapple on the pizza. She loves it, and I'm like, what? Keep that on your half. Half only. Pineapple. So I'm not a real fan of the pineapple on pizza, but I can see why it's an acquired taste.
It is an acquired.
It's good. I'm not saying it's not good. It's just not. I wouldn't be my first choice.
It's not for you.
I wouldn't get anchovies. I wouldn't get pineapple. There's a couple things I wouldn't get, but anchovies have nothing to do with pineapple. People, don't forget, pineapple's good on pizza. Anchovies can be a little fishy.
Oh.
It's a little bit too salty. You don't want to put too much salt on. Pepperoni's already salty. It's good.
Salty enough. You don't need more.
That's right.
No.
But I'm down with this standard old pepperoni pizza. I can get on that too, man.
I guess that's why it's the new album artwork.
Yeah, it's great. It kind of speaks for itself. Like, totally, man. Like, if you're stoned and you want to fucking eat some pizza. Yeah. Wow, dude. We're going in, dude. Deep cuts. Kind of works out,
Nick, I won't keep any more of your time. This has been really good fun.
Awesome, mate.
I hope it goes well today. Thank
awesome,
you,
brother. You know it.
Cheers.